they're doing so well. I don't get it. You know, so whoever is voting for them, they'll be happy when they come out. I don't really know why, because on the inside, they don't do much. So I'm trying to understand what people are voting for. But obviously, I'm not the people or the persons voting. Is the strategy good? Yeah, because it's working. Is this something I'll do? No. But the only reason why I don't like it is because people on the inside don't know that he's married. So that's also toying with people's brands. Do you know what I mean? If a girl start trying to get with Kelly Ray or whatever the case is, that's going to affect their brand because he's not being truthful.
Is it the food you offered me you're eating? I don't want to open my mouth. Eat your food, I beg. I don't want. No. Eat. It's not the food you offered me you're eating.
It's more of your egg, Mama.
You're leaving my trouble.
I'm telling you that.
You don't want to find it.
I'm not asking for your decision.
You don't want to find it.
I need you to
it's
eat.
Not far. It's not far.
It's been a while you ate. Open your mouth. What was that for?
Well, in the Big Brother house, the drama never stops. It's like it's always something new every single day. Well, today we'll be looking at the media rounds that the evicted housemates, the recently evicted housemates Shaun, Handy, and TJ have been having some shocking revelations, some statements that don't sit quite well with fans of some other housemates, and we'll also look at, yes, Victoria and Ozee having a kind of heart-to-heart conversation, and also the one that's got social media buzzing, which is Anita and Topher, and Anita throwing her food at Topher. I don't know what that is all about, but we'll be getting into that. So you want to stay with us till the very end of this video because you don't want to miss a thing. Well, remember, I'm still Cynthia Onwajo. I bring you the gist from the Big Brother house here on Leadership TV. Let's get right into it. So we'll be starting with Shaun and the media rounds he's having. It's quite exciting, interesting. He has been saying some really funny things, which I agree with some and I don't quite agree with the others, but of course he's allowed to have his own opinion. And remember, it's all over the internet and a lot of people are dragging him. But Shaun, I noticed that he's a very direct person. He doesn't really care about, you know, your opinion or whatever you say about him. He's gonna say his mind. He's quite blunt, confident, direct. So he has been having his media rounds with his fellow evicted housemates Handy of Wanni ex Handy and also TJ, and he has been quite vocal about the reason why he's amazed that DoubleKay has this barrage of fans. Like, what exactly are they doing in the house to deserve this amount of fans? And it seems like they're gonna win, and he thinks they don't deserve to win because you're not really giving anything. I mean, that's his opinion anyways. He felt they haven't given what they're supposed to give to be the deserving winners of the show. That's Kelly Ray or Cassia, one of the two of them. You know, they are married couples and they have a lot of fans, where he feels quite differently about that, and he says that Wanni is the deserving winner of the show because she's givable. She has given love, she has given hate, she has given chef, she has given drama, she has given tears, she has given anger, she has given drunk. I'm just, you know, using his words right now. Wanni to him is your average or your total reality show material because she's gonna keep you talking. Yes, she's gonna give the social media people something to talk about. She's always gonna keep you at the edge of your seat. So according to Shaun, Wanni is the deserving winner because she's giving a reality TV star is supposed to be given. And of course he said he doesn't really care about DoubleKay because according to him, they nominated him a lot in the house. He doesn't really care about, you know, their opinion, doesn't see them, doesn't think about them, and he also thinks that they are boring and they really didn't give much in the house. So he's wondering why they have this coming out to see these fans. I mean, he's shocked. But then again, some of us have been calling a few of the housemates boring. Yes, some people felt like Shaun himself was boring. All he had to his name was a sheep in the house. the ship he has with Wanni was what, some people feel that gave him the buzz that he had. Some people feel like Victoria is boring. She's not really quite vocal. I think it's in the recent weeks with her drama with Onyeka and Ozee that kind of brought out that part of Victoria that we're getting to see. Some people feel like Nelly is boring. Yes, I'm just speaking for others, so it's not my personal opinion before you people come and drag me. Yes, I'm just pointing out people that social media users over time have claimed are boring. So some people feel like some people are boring and some people feel like, oh, these are my faves, they are not boring. So what, boring is relative, all right? Camera can be on a particular housemate and you'll be dozing off. You don't even care what you're talking about. You don't care. But when the camera gets to some other people, you just get to the edge of your seat and then you can relate to them. You want to hear what they're talking about. So I just feel like dimming some people's light is not going to make yours shine brighter, really. Just allow people enjoy what they enjoy. I really don't understand the need to keep calling out some other people as boring. You like a particular housemate and some people see them as boring. Why the ones you see as boring, some other people like them? I don't really know why this big brother of a thing in Nigeria at a point, is becoming toxic year in, year out. Some people feel the need to call out or decampaign some other housemate to uplift the ones that they like, and it never works out in the end. I really feel like Shaun needs some media training. I don't really know if he has a management. I don't know if he has friends in the media space. And they just need to drill him and grill him on the do's and don'ts when it comes to having interviews. I know he prides himself as an outspoken person, but some things are just, better left unsaid. I think it's still the emotion he came out of the house with. Maybe he wasn't expecting to come out, or just maybe the shock factor or the star factor. Just, I came out of the house, let me say my mind. But at the end of the day, you are now a star. You have to continuously deal with the media, and I think he should be grilled on modes of answering questions, things to say, be maybe be as political as possible. I'm not saying stay on the fence, but then he just needs to be grilled on how to answer questions, because sometimes Nigerians, if they dislike you, that's it. Once they cancel you, they've cancelled you already. And you know that DoubleKay pair have a lot of fans. So I think Shaun is in a lot of people's black books right now. He also has his own personal fans. He has a lot of fans, but in order not to just gain unnecessary enemies for himself at this point, because moving forward, he's still gonna have a lot to do. He's still gonna need media support. He's gonna still need fans. He still want people to involve in whatever it is he puts his hand into. If it's acting, if it's something that has to do with just general media anyway, I think he should just learn how to. Yeah, Shaun, please watch your mouth. Okay, watch your mouth. He's been open with conversations about a few housemates. He also talked about Nelly and the fact that he never, I don't know if you guys remember that conversation Nelly was having with Ben and Anita, where she claimed she asked Shaun about his relationship with Wanni, and Shaun was like, it's just for the house, he doesn't care, doesn't know what's going to happen outside, and doesn't care. He's just like vibing with Wanni in the house and enjoying himself. And the thrill, that's Ben, Nelly and Anita were kind of laughing about it. Well, Shaun came out and denied it totally. He said, I never had any conversation with Nelly about Wanni. So Nelly should come out. I'm waiting for her to come out and then tell the whole world when and what it was the content of the conversation we had. He totally denied it, that he didn't have that conversation. All right, moving on now to Ozee and Victoria. Yesterday they had this heart-to-heart conversation in the closet area where Ozee was scolding Victoria and saying, you are too uptight, you are too guarded, you are too stubborn. Release your chest small for me now. Be vulnerable a bit. We've seen Ozee and Victoria get close in recent weeks. They share a lot in common: traveling, meeting new people, their vacations. They are both well traveled anyway. They have this really interesting conversations. They are even making plans about future vacations that they even want to take together, places they want to go. But we don't really see them having those deep engaging conversations. It's like Victoria doesn't really open up. We might see Victoria as a weak, quiet, calm girl, but I feel like there's a lot more to Victoria. That's the funny thing about people that are that way. People tend to read them or even try maybe even underestimate them. That's the funny thing about people like that. There's a lot more to them. People like Victoria are quite strict, yes, and they know what they want and they go for it. And they are not really this open book that you can read. So there are just a lot of them inside, and you need to take your time to reveal and bring out those parts of them. So that's the funny thing when you compare Victoria and Onyeka and the kind of relationships that they've been having with Ozee. Onyeka is this very tall kind of person. She jokes, she laughs, she holds him, bites him, you know, cuddles him. It's just like with Onyeka, there are no boundaries. I don't know how some people are gonna read it, but that's what I've noticed. But with Victoria, he seems a lot more guarded when he's with her. He treats her like an egg. The kind of conversations that they have, it's not all about just cuddling or whatever. They have like good conversations, and you can see he respects her. And you can even see he wants more from her. But it's funny that he seems frustrated that she's not delivering. Ozee is this kind of person that, you know, comes from a respectable family. They're well to do. He has traveled the world. He has met a lot of people. He has met a lot of women that have probably, like, you know, fallen down at his feet. But with Victoria, it's quite different. It's like she's a code and he can't crack her, and he can't, you know, open her up or make her vulnerable to him. So that kind of frustrates him in a way. And then he also talked about the question Ebuka asked them, you know, some Sundays ago, about when Victoria was a bit tipsy, and then she asked him for a kiss and all of that. And then he said that if you had opened up more to me, you know, I would lead the way, and all you have to do is to open to me, and then you get all of me. And all Victoria was doing was just to smile and laugh, just laughing and smiling. And Ozee was, you know, telling her that you're just looking for more answers. You know, you're looking for something that I will say and Ebuka will ask you about on Sunday, like you're using me for content or something. So it's like exciting to see Victoria putting Ozee to work. She's like this code that he cannot crack, and that's really what I love, the dynamic I love to see. I don't really like when things are just, you know, easy peasy. It's like you have to actually work to get somebody's trust, especially since the team for this year is no lose guard. So I think that's what Victoria is doing. She's not lose guarding. So even if you want her to get vulnerable or get very close to you, you have to actually do the groundwork. So we're still looking at Ozee and Victoria. Microsofts are still on them. Moving on now to Topher and Anita. In short, that video, I don't know what to think about it really. It was released on Showmax. We didn't get to watch it live, you know, on you know, the Big Brother live streaming and all of that. So Showmax just released it, and it was like, it was done at a particular time when it feels like somebody is trying to decampaign Anita, because this is the week she's up for eviction. So I don't want to overthink it, and I want to be as objective as possible. You know, those people's relationship, Topher and Anita, it's like from one rock to another. If they are not quarreling about age, it's about Topher's lies. It's about Topher not caring about her. It's about Anita taking things too serious, or maybe about food. So it's just always something. It's like she keeps him on his toes continuously. And in the beginning, it looked kind of cute. Like, okay, this sheep, the Tonita sheep, they're giving drama. There's always something to talk about. But now looking at it, it's not so cute anymore. Like, it seems like she gives mean girl energy, and she's mean to him unnecessarily sometimes. And you just see him crawling back and trying to beg her, like, okay, I didn't mean it this way. I'm sorry, I will change. I watched the conversation he was having with Suj in the closet area like 2 days ago, and then he was saying that, you know, he's scared of the perception that will be outside of the house. The fact that people will always see him begging and the rest, and so people might not even be watching the show. They might just be watching clips, and then they'll just decide that this is how Anita is, or this is how he is. And I think Suj was just advising him and saying, just stay calm, since we are going through this experience in front of millions of people. So let people form whatever opinion they want to form. You know, Suj is also in a relationship with Anita's friend Nelly, and that one too, those ones too, they have their own fair share of drama. So Anita and Nelly, now we know, Anita and Topher, excuse me, we know that they've had their ups and downs in the house with the whole age thing. Topher not being truthful, even Ebuka having to call him out about it, even Big Brother too. Even till now, we don't even know whether the 26 he's told her is the real 26, I mean, he's 24. So Topher has had his own fair share of problems with Anita, particularly this age of a thing. And it seems like sometimes it seems like Anita is really into him, and sometimes it's like she's not really into him. It's just when they come out of the house, they'll just settle themselves. Because I mean, in the Big Brother house, like I used to say before, entering in a ship is quite dicey. It can work for you, it might not work for you. Some people say, okay, break up now. It's not by force to be in a ship in Big Brother house. We are talking about people that eat together, sleep together, use all the facilities together, are together 24/7 for 71 days, and you just want them to stop talking to each other. It's really not realistic. Mentally, I don't even know how far they can go. So it's almost like they keep patching things every single time. When something goes wrong, they patch it. When something goes wrong, they patch it. And it's making it now look like Anita is always so mean to Topher. She treats him badly, even to this point of like, the food pouring on him and all of that. Some people are even saying, okay, Big Brother, give her a strike, she was violent, blah blah blah. But I'm now wondering, that is it now that there are a lot of things that happen in the house that the production doesn't show us, the camera crew doesn't show us? Because why is it that we didn't see this happening live, and then suddenly it appears on Showmax? What kind of message is the Big Brother franchise trying to send? And the person that released this particular video on this particular week, Anita is up for eviction, is there a message you're trying to send to us? Please make that whatever you think, make out of that whatever you think. But I just, to me, I don't see this even working outside of the house. Some people say, okay, Anita and Nelly, they are these high maintenance girls. They are these, they are that, they have their thing going on for them. They are pageant girls, they are well-to-do. Those girls are well-to-do. They have their career, at the palm of their hands. But then again, when you look at it, Suj and Topher, two young guys, they saw these high maintenance girls in the house. They chased them. They went. Nobody forced them. Nobody like puts, something on their head and say you must date these girls. They liked or they loved what they saw, and then they went after those girls. Nobody forced you. You went into the house and started chasing high maintenance girls that are older than you. So whatever you see, you take, because the older woman, younger guy dynamic will always come to play. It can't be the same if it was like an older guy and a younger girl. You always see, the clash. Even Topher at a point said she's like from a different generation. He's like 24, 26, and she's 29, almost in her 30s. So it's like different generations, and they'll definitely see things differently. So this Anita and Topher issue, it's just really, really tiring. And then the video being released, I don't know who is responsible for that, or what message you're trying to send, trying to give Anita a bad name or put her in a bad light. It's just, really, really sad to see. And I feel like if they're not on the same page, they should take themselves out of this torture and end this relationship. It's not by force, please. It's not by force. They should just end it. I don't really know why somebody wants to be in something that they know they are not comfortable with. But then it's still week 9 in Big Brother's house, a week to the end of the show, and new dynamics are forming. We're so excited to see what Big Brother has in store for the housemates. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with more BB Niger updates here on Leadership TV. Bye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158.